Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Back here with something a little bit different, a little exciting. We have an unboxing. Have a order from Scaletrains here that we're gonna open up. Haven't even broke the tape seal on this yet, so we'll get the whole experience here. Try to swap hands back and forth here. This is a pretty exciting order. Alright, got that done. Let's see, we got the foam, nice packing foam. I love how they pack their stuff. Always safe. And this is really nice foam too. So we got the packing sheet there. I'll check that out later. Got some free candy, because why not? And then we have a box in a box. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this out one-handed. I'm going to lay you guys on this box for a second. Pull it out. Alright, so here's one box, and then we have another box down there, so you guys will be in the journey here on top of this box. Definitely tight, packed very nicely. Alright, 2 boxes, so we'll try to get these around here and get them where I can open them. And that was it. Forgot how nice the foam is in these. I need to use one of these for my work table here. I like working on foam. It's soft. It helps keep stuff a little bit safer, especially delicate stuff when you're working on it. Close that up. And we'll just scooch that out of the way. And we'll go ahead and open these ones up. See what kind of goodies we got here. I'm gonna go too crazy on this one because there's stuff in here that I don't want to cut. I didn't get the tape good enough. Hard doing this while filming, but we'll get it. Alright. We'll stand up so we can get a good view here. That's inside box number 1. Yep. Another museum quality turbine. Very exciting. As you guys know, there's 3 there. There's another one here now. Probably gonna have to use both of my hands to get that out. I'm gonna have to make a spot here too, because I don't have too much room to set this stuff. Let's see, I'll set you guys down, pull this out quick. Alright, so let's see, the first box is empty, and I have to get this bubble wrap off of here so that way we can see what name we have here. So I'll set you guys down again, sorry for that. Just kind of hard to do this stuff one-handed. This stuff's kind of big. Oh, we got that. And there we go. So we have number 6. This is, of course, museum quality DCC and sound. So very nice stuff. So that's really exciting. That's the lowest number one that I have now. Just a all the rest of mine are double-digit numbers. This is one of the single digits. So the this one's going to have a little bit of different stuff on it compared to some of the later ones, which is kind of neat. Some of the stuff on top of the B unit is a little different, so we'll check some of that out. And that was it for that box, so we'll get that out of the way. Set that over there. And then we have our second box here, so then we'll see what's in here. Try to get that tape a little bit better this time. Alright. Can anyone guess what's in this box? Oh my god, it's another turbine. That one's actually upside down. So there we're seeing the bottom of the box. Another big blow, so we'll let me set you guys down just for a second here. And we'll get that one out. And I'll slip it out of the bubble wraps quickly here too, so that way that part's done. And now, there we go, number 30. The last one built, and also the one that's got the experimental intakes on top there. Oh Lord. I had you guys upside down, I'm sorry. Alright, so yeah, number 30. The last one that was built. It's got the experimental intakes on the B unit, so that's really neat one. I believe the pictures don't show it, but I guess they both have the, what is that, the 24C style tenders. So yeah, those are cool. So now we can get this stuff out of my way. And start checking these out. See if I can fit them both on my table. I am truly sorry for all the wacky camera stuff going on here. Like I said, I don't have a stand for my phone, and some of this stuff's kind of hard to move with one hand, so. Get them both slid right there. We got those beautiful boxes, just like my my other two sitting over there. These nice clasps definitely close well. You really got to get your finger under them just right. And of course, we're greeted with the nice dark gray packing foam. We have the book, which I love these books. They have fantastic information. Look at that, we got number 6 right there. All the history on them. I think the rivet counter ones came with the same book, as far as I know. And then there's number 30 with those intakes. So that's going to be cool to check those out. Get this one open. Slide it out a little bit here. And these are stuck shut because they are nice and new. So that more packing foam here. A lot of these take up a lot of space. Two of these boxes side by side here. So we'll just get the top foam and the books out of the way. Just set that stuff up there. So yeah, both of them have the 24C tenders versus the 23Cs, the older style there. So that's pretty cool. Of course, each one of these you get the pin, museum quality pin, and then a little magnifying glass with a light on it. I just keep these in the boxes. I don't really take them out. Got the light on there. They got their logo. And then that can't say that I've used it, but it is cool that they go as far as to include stuff like that. Especially these pins. These pins are really cool. Someday, you know, these are going to be completely gone, and these pins are going to be kind of collector's items, just like the locomotives themselves. Same thing in this one. Let's see. We will get number 6 out first. See if I can prop you guys up here so I don't have to set you in the dark for so long. See if I can figure something out here. A little bit taller. Something a little bit taller here. Not the greatest view, but at least you guys can see something. So I'm just going to pull all of these out of their holding spots. And they are tight. They're packed very nicely. This is some of the nicer packaging, in my opinion. Kept very safe. Alright, so we got those out. We'll get number 30 out. And we'll just kind of do a nice big unboxing all together here. Try to get you guys set back up here. Slide these out. I love how heavy these are. One of the things that has always impressed me is just how heavy these models are. Great tractive effort if you want to pull long trains. These are just one of these units I'm sure can pull quite a bit. If you get a couple of them hooked up to each other, I'm sure you can pull even more. So there's number 30 and number 6. So we'll start setting that stuff over here in the light. And room's going to be an issue because I already have stuff going on here. Alright, and I'm going to close these for now, so that way I have another, gonna have a table that I can use to set some stuff on. Alright, so let's see, we'll start with number 6, so that's 30. This is 30. Alright, whoop. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can try to get you guys set up in a decent location here where you guys can actually watch stuff here. That's pretty good. It's not too bad. Well, so here you guys can see these they're very gracious with the amount of extra parts you get. So these A units already come with all of the hoses and everything on them. You guys can see not all of them survive transit. Some of them just kind of fall off. None of that stuff is glued in. So some of it does fall off in transit. But they are kind enough to send you many extras. This is more than what the actual locomotive needs. So it's kind of nice that every one of these you get a lot of spares, just in case you do lose stuff. So, I mean, that's really good thinking on their part. Definitely glad they give you that stuff. And we'll keep opening things up here. So it's got the nice protective sheets over them. Of course, these never want to stay open. I'm gonna pop that out. Oop. One thing you really want to be careful of, they're kind of teetery when you pull them out, because those the little things that sit on the bottoms of the trucks to kind of save the truck detail and hold the trucks in place. Those are... Alright. So for some reason my phone wouldn't stay where I wanted it here. See if I can try to get that to sit. So hopefully you guys will stay right there. Kind of adjust it too. Alright. Slide some stuff over here. Alright, so there's the A unit. So we got some hoses are a little smashed right there. Those weren't sitting properly. That's alright. Those will kind of retake their shape over time. And it's these things right here, that these truck holders, that kind of make them tippy when you just pull them out. So you definitely want to pull those out so that when you go to set the model down, it'll actually sit. But we got number 6 here. Looks really cool. We have all that detail on the back that you guys can see. This one has a couple exposed roller bearing caps, which I love on these. They're kind of a different style cap from the usual locomotive caps, so those are definitely cool. There you guys can kind of see a overlook of that unit. Pretty standard stuff, but they do look pretty. Of course, museum quality, so we have these little pickups for the sounds, the extra sounds, those extra in-motion sounds. I see the fuel tank on number 6 is a different style already from my Yeti here. From these ones over here that you can't really see too well. I can already tell that tank's different, so that's kind of neat to see some difference. I went with number 6 because it's a nice early one, and it's got a hood-mounted horn, which I kind of prefer the look of them with a hood-mounted horn. So there's another horn that I'll have to paint. So not looking forward to that because those are kind of a pain, but we'll make it look cool. So we got our little hose that's kind of stuck down in here. Never seems like anything comes 100% perfect, but that's just how it is. Little hoses that can be popped back in place. So there you guys can kind of see that different style fuel tank on this. Hopefully that's focused. Versus like on number 28 here. That's kind of got the extensions built onto the fuel tank. And 26 and 18 in the background are exactly the same. So it's definitely cool having an older number, or an earlier number I should say. That unit looks really cool. Check out the B unit next. So the B unit as well is going to be different from the rest of them. Or I should say the later ones. It's going to be different from the later ones. Always stuff in the way. So here you guys can see we have an extra box right here, like an extra intake that the later B units don't have. So that's kind of neat to see some new stuff. One of those came off, so we'll drop that. And then, of course, this is museum quality, so we have the doors that open. If I can get my nail on that. Check out all that cool detail in there. And then probably won't be able to see it because of the lighting, but we got the turbine blades down in there. Of course, this is museum quality, so those spin, so that's really nice. And then the opposite side here, we have a few more exposed roller bearing caps, which is really nice. Nice B unit. Put that away. No spare parts come on that one. It's the only spare parts that you do get are these hose packs that come on the A unit box. And since I have 28's shell off right now and I can handle it a little bit easier, you guys can see we just have that one intake on the top, while I guess I'll try to flip it the same way here. While number 6 has that extra one, so that's kind of neat. More differences to enjoy. Same, you know, all of these locomotives are the same, but each one kind of has its own little thing, which is really cool. And then we'll check out the tender. I'll kind of scoot you guys over just a little bit here. Then we have the tender with the number 6, UP number 6 on each side. Working rear light, and then the tender chain, or the truck chains that you guys can see kind of dangling around there. Factory installed. That's really nice because those are a pain to install. They're not hard, they're just not fun. But yeah, so that's a pretty good looking tender. That's the 24C, I believe. Yeah, 24C fuel tender. That's the style. Trucks have nice detail on the other underside there with the brake rigging. Love these tenders. Very cool. So there's number 6, and then we'll check out number 30, which has some more changes to it, which is cool. Something else that I noticed on 28 here is that 28 kind of has this extra little intake or air filter, whatever that is. The other B units that I have do not have that box. So, like I said, each one of these kind of has its own little details. Kind of neat. And of course, Scaletrains did a fantastic job at showing and making all of those very specific details. So now we'll open up number 30. Once again, we have that spare pack of hoses and like the bus wires and all that, so that's kind of neat. We'll get these pieces off of there so that way we can set the unit down. And there is number 30, the last one of these built. Some really nice detail work on there. It's got some exposed roller bearing on that side. I think this other side is all the speed recorders, or the wheel slip indicators, whatever you want to call them. Another hood mounted horn. So that's another one we will straighten out and paint up, make it look really nice. Very good looking unit. And even the details down to, you know, on this side here, we only have one exposed roller bearing. Number 28 doesn't have any exposed roller bearings. on the A unit or B unit. So it's kind of neat that each one kind of has its own little, very minute things, but it kind of gives each one its character, which is really cool. So we got that. So then we will check out the. Now this is what we really want to see here is the B unit, because this one's got those cool air intakes, and it's the only one that's got those air intakes. So it's kind of a neat thing. You guys can already see them shining, beautiful shiny silver. And even this whole air intake piece right here that these lead into is significantly different. So real big difference on that. Of course, you guys can already see we have the opening doors. That makes it the museum quality. See the turbine detail in there. Which, if you guys watched my last video, you can see what that whole unit looks like with the shell off, because I just so happened to find one in a... apparently they put them in the rivet counter versions too. Carefully grab that. I hate grabbing these by the doors, but sometimes there's not a really good place to grab these. So, there you go, guys. You can see those cool air intakes. They did a great job on the molds on those. Those look really cool. The shape is nice. Of course, this is a museum quality one, so what you can't see is the turbine blades in there that spin. And then we kind of have this whole different unit up here for that air intake. So that's really cool. It's kind of interesting that they only did it on one of them, and it just so happened to be the last one. As far as my knowledge goes on these, none of the other ones got that. I don't know if it's an upgrade or just something experimental, or if it was actually better. Not sure. But as far as I know, this was the only one that got that. Once again, we have some exposed roller bearings on the B unit. Looks like we got 3 on this side. Just speed recorders on the other side. So that's a really cool looking B unit. Looks fantastic. Great looking model. Very cool. This B unit definitely has the more, I would say it has the more turbine look, just for those air intakes. Really kind of adds some futuristic type stuff to it. It just kind of has that futuristic look to it. And then of course the tender, another 24C style fuel tender. So the later style tender. So you guys can see there, number 30, UP number 30 printed on there, really nice. Got the rear light on that end, and of course the truck chains. Exact same detail as number 6's tender. And then my number 18 also has this style of tender. And then number 28 and number 26 have the 23C style tender, the older style tender. Love these tenders. So much detail on such a simple piece. I love it. It's beautiful. Alright, so we'll get that stuff out of the way. So there you go, guys. Unboxed. We now have, and you guys can count them, a total of 5 GTEL big blow turbines sitting there. A lot of power, a lot of weight, a lot of money. But there we go. You guys can get a better look at those cool air intakes. I love how those look. I kind of wish they all had those, but at the same time, it is kind of neat to see the different variations. And if I take a minute to kind of line things up here. flip this one over kind of careful. Should flip that around the other way. Just gently set it down because it's sitting on the steps and hoses. So right there you guys can kind of see 3 different adaptations, and actually there's 4 different sitting here because you guys can see how that one has that extra little air box right there, and then 18 and 26 do not have that. Other than that, they're the tops are exactly the same. And then number 6 has this extra intake right here versus those 3, and then number 30 is just a completely different beast altogether. So it's really cool to see just all the variations between these numbers. Definitely cool. And there you guys can see, if you didn't see in the last video, you guys can kind of see what the turbine detail looks like without the shell on. It's actually all one molded piece. This comes off as one whole piece, which is really neat. Beautiful CAD work on their part on creating all these shapes and having it just be one solid piece that can just pop into place. And then you guys can see a fuel tank without the extensions on the sides. So number 6 has that older style fuel tank, and then number 30, which has the exact same fuel tank as all the others, has those extensions off the bottom and sides there for more fuel capacity in the A unit. Other than that, the tops, number 6 has the H style dynamic brake on the back. The rest of these all have the I style rear mounted ones. You guys can see it's that shorter I style, so we even have some nice top differences in the A units, which is pretty cool. All of mine are all hood-mounted horns, which I love the hood-mounted horns. Don't have anything against the cab-mounted horns. I just kind of prefer a hood-mounted horn on certain things. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Nice unboxing. I got a lot of work ahead of me now. 2 more horns to paint, some more couplers to get ready. Clean the wheels. You always want to clean wheels from the factory because sometimes they put oils on there to keep corrosion away while shipping, or just the manufacturing process itself can leave behind a residue on the wheels. So you guys want to clean those, and then we'll just kind of go through stuff. So kind of got my work cut out for me now, and you guys will be seeing what I have going on in the next coming up videos here. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the unboxing. Sorry about the camera work. I know it's kind of terrible, but thanks for bearing with me. And until next time, take care.